You misunderstood cough syrup song. Most listeners first hear cough syrup and assume it's simply a song about escape. A dreamy, melancholic anthem about drowning your sorrows in something that dulls the pain. Some even think it's literally about medicine or drug use. But beneath the surface, cough syrup is something deeper. A cry for help, a meditation on feeling trapped in a rigid world, and a search for freedom when everything feels suffocating. The song resonates because it's not just about addiction or release. It's about the universal longing to break free from expectations and find your own voice. Cough Syrup predates Young the Giant's mainstream breakthrough. Originally written when the band was still called the Jakes, it carried the raw energy of a group searching for identity. Samir Gadia was just 16 when he began writing it, and the lyrics reflect the struggles of adolescence, isolation, suffocation, and the weight of societal expectations. Growing up in Irvine, California, Gadia felt boxed in by the repetitive, manicured suburban lifestyle. In interviews, he has described cough syrup as his way of expressing frustration with conformity. He didn't want to follow the conventional paths laid out before him. Go to school, find a job, settle into suburban life. Instead, he wanted to break free, to find something authentic. The song became a breakout moment for Young the Giant. After reworking it and releasing it as part of their self-titled 2010 debut album, Cough Syrup captured a much larger audience. Its feature on shows like Glee introduced the song to millions, solidifying its status as an anthem for anyone who has felt trapped, misunderstood, or longing for something more. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. This section is where the song's complexity shines. While surface interpretations focus on drugs or depression, the song's real meaning goes further, a metaphor for numbing and escaping. At its core, cough syrup uses the metaphor of medicine to represent escape. Cough syrup is sweet, numbing, and easy to consume, but it doesn't cure the underlying problem. It just dulls the symptoms. For Gadia, it symbolized the artificial solutions people turn to when life feels overwhelming, whether literal substances, distractions, or conformity itself. A reflection on depression and anxiety. The line, "Life's too short to even care at all," resonates as an expression of numbness. It's the flatness that comes with depression, where emotions blur and nothing feels urgent. In this way, the song captures the silent struggle many go through. Not always dramatic breakdowns, but quiet, persistent feelings of emptiness. Suburban alienation Gadia has said the song reflects his experience of living in the suburbs, where everything feels artificial and repetitive. The song's restless energy mirrors the suffocation of being trapped in a world that offers comfort but no real meaning. The cough syrup here is the metaphorical sweetness of suburban life, something meant to soothe, but that instead feels empty. Identity and coming of age. Since Gadia began writing the song as a teenager, Cough Syrup can also be heard as a coming-of-age narrative. It captures the confusion of adolescence, the desire to escape rules, the weight of expectations, and the struggle to find your place in a world that doesn't seem to understand you. A cry for help, but also hope. Perhaps the most striking element is the way the song balances despair with hope. Even while confessing numbness and disconnection, the chorus, "If I could find a way to see this straight, I'd run away to some fortune that I should have found by now," suggests a yearning for clarity, for freedom, for something beyond the numbness. That search is what makes the song resonate across generations. Cough syrup isn't just about drugs or sadness. It's about feeling stuck in a world that doesn't make sense, turning to quick fixes, but ultimately longing for a more authentic, liberating life. The cough syrup is both the escape and the trap, and the song's power comes from its refusal to give easy answers. Life's too short to even care at all. The opening line sets the tone. Disillusionment. It's not anger or rebellion, but a flatness, a weariness with existence. This reflects the emotional numbness of depression, but also the sense of futility in living a life dictated by others' rules. I'm coming up now out of the blue. Here there's a shift, a sudden burst of emotion, like breaking free from the flatness. It could reflect a moment of clarity, an unexpected surge of energy, or even the unpredictable highs that come with trying to escape numbness. These zombies in the park, they're looking for my heart. One of the most striking lines, this lyric captures the sense of being surrounded by lifeless conformity. The zombies are people moving through life mechanically, and the singer feels like they're draining his individuality, his passion. It's a metaphor for the dehumanizing aspects of suburban or societal expectations. A dark world aches for a splash of the sun. This line beautifully summarizes the song's theme. The world feels heavy and joyless, but there is still a yearning for light, for hope, for something better. It's both a critique of the environment and a plea for renewal. If I could find a way to see this straight, I'd run away to some fortune that I should have found by now. The chorus expresses longing, not just to escape, but to find clarity. The singer wishes he could see life for what it is, to find his purpose, and to live authentically. The idea of fortune here isn't just money, but meaning. Life's too short to even care at all. Oh, refrain. The repetition emphasizes the cycle of numbness. Even as the song surges with musical energy, the lyrics remind us that the underlying struggle persists. This contradiction is what makes the song feel both cathartic and haunting. Samir Gadhia has spoken openly about the song's meaning. He explained that it wasn't written about substance abuse, but rather about the suffocating feeling of suburban life and the desperate need for escape. In one interview, he described it as a cry for help, written during his teenage years, long before fame. He emphasized that cough syrup was never meant literally. It's symbolic of temporary solutions people turn to when they feel stuck. The song is less about drugs and more about a state of mind, the yearning for freedom when you feel surrounded by monotony. Cough Syrup became one of Young the Giant's signature songs. After its release in 2010, it was widely embraced by alternative rock audiences and eventually reached mainstream recognition when covered on Glee. The show introduced the track to millions of new listeners, many of whom connected deeply with its themes of isolation and hope. The song has since become an anthem for young people grappling with identity, depression, and the desire to break free from societal norms. It continues to appear in playlists, soundtracks, and live performances, resonating with anyone who has felt trapped in a world that doesn't reflect their true self. Over a decade later, Cough Syrup remains one of the most relatable anthems of the 2010s alternative rock scene. Its meaning isn't locked in drugs or suburban life alone. It's about something bigger, the human need to break free, to feel alive, and to search for meaning when everything feels artificial. That's why Cough Syrup still resonates. It's a cry, a confession, and a promise all at once. It reminds us that even when the world feels numb, the ache for a splash of the sun never disappears. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries.